Morning again, everybody. This is the Olosopher, ready to give you some more Olosophy. Hey, I just want to dedicate something to a special, like very, very special, teacher, in my life. Seriously, like without this teacher, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here standing here at 38 years old. With a life that I had, and and like I said, if it wasn't for this teacher, I wouldn't be where I wouldn't be where I'd be. I wouldn't have done what I've done. Like I wouldn't go where I'm about to go. So, and I think, this teacher has done wonders for a lot of people, for everybody, for all mankind. Like, this is the greatest teacher ever. All right. And, whatever God we pray to, if we pray to a God, it was given to us from that God that we pray to. Or if you don't pray for a God, you're still going to have that teacher in your life. And that teacher is experience. That's better than any school. That's better than any curriculum. That's better than anything. Teacher is the best experience, of any human being, because experience teaches you how to live in reality. All right. Experiences mold people. Experience define who we are as people. Experience makes character. And see, I think that's the biggest problem with a lot of people in the world, because, like parents especially, and I'm not a perfect parent. I'm a dad. I'm not a perfect parent. And I'm not saying this ideology is the best kind of parent, but, if people will stop living in their own narcissism and step outside their comfort zone and, let their kids, you raise your kids in reality, I guarantee you will have a successful child. You will have a child that would, understand life. And because I said this in the segment before, that where a lot of parents make mistakes at is that, the way they see their kids is their kid. You seen those examples. Like when a kid get in trouble, you always look at it as that kid is picking on a baby. Like your kid can go shoot up a mall of 30 people, and they always pat their baby on the back and say, "Oh, baby, that's okay. It wasn't 31." Or what them 30 people do to my baby to make them people want to shoot him. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just looking at it like something was wrong with your baby. Listen, you may see your child in one light. You may see yourself in one light, but the way reality sees you, that's the way you are saw. That's the real mirror. Like I said, because that the image you see in front of your mirror when you standing there by yourself, that's the mirror of your own narcissism. That's a mirror of your own self. But when you go out here in reality, you really look the way people see you. Okay? And it's like I said, experience, man, that's something that can't be taught in some classroom, man. You can have, a doctorate plus, man. You can, what I'm saying? You can have 5 master degrees, man. But if you don't have no experience, then what do that degree really mean? That you can throw that degree in the garbage. It's only worth the paper that those words are printed on. You just wasted some trees. Okay, but without experience, then you're not qualified for nothing. And I ain't talking about experience on the job and stuff like that. I'm talking about experience in life. That's the best teacher, man. That is the best teacher of all time. If you look at school systems all over the world, that's teacher of the year every year. That's been teacher of the year for decades. That's been teacher of the year for centuries. It's experience, Mr. and Mrs. Experience, man. Like, seriously, experience is the greatest. Seriously. Experience, it shapes us, it molds us, it tells us who we are. It tells you who other people are based on what their experience that they've gone through. I mean, it's a story. You want to hear everybody's experience because you want to see what that experience has taught them to bring them in your life. All right? Everybody and everything in this life has a story, and everything and everybody in this life has an experience, and that experience has taught them. And guess what? We can all sit together and we can learn from each other's story, and and we can learn from what experience has taught them. because experience has always taught us something. It just taught us in different ways, you know, and it just shapes and molds us and who we are. It basically balances the world out. Because if experience taught everybody the same, then this world would be dull, man. This world wouldn't be what it is. It'd just be, you know, adult, like one of them old black and white movies, man. But, you know, when you got different experiences, man, when you got, you know, some experiences, some walks of life are similar and some walks of life are different, you know, and you should appreciate what that experience has taught them. You should appreciate what that walk of life in which they came from. And what can you learn from their journey and what they can learn from your journey. You know, just in case you might have to walk down that road that they walk down, you know, you can learn from that person, you know, because seriously, like, it's going to be some of y'all out here. Like I said, there's some people out here that got it rough and got it bad out here in life. And for some of those that never experienced heartache and never experienced hard times, you need to talk to some people that's been through heartache, because you never know when you're going to go through those times, man. You never know. So you might want to talk to that person. You might want to share their experience. You might want to share what that's been taught to them. So when you walk past or you driving your $80,000 car, when you driving past a homeless person, how many of y'all have actually, instead of, glad I'm not like them, or just not even gave it thought at all, but how many of y'all have actually stopped and talked to a homeless person? Because you never know what can happen to you tomorrow. You never know what can happen to you in the next 5 seconds, you know, because situations is a mother, you know what I'm saying? It is. So you might want to share your experience, because guess what? In that 5 seconds, they can have the prestige that you have. The role can be reversed. Remember that movie with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy trading places? See, a lot of us miss that. They just switched experience. They just switched life stories. And both of them, and see, at the end of that, that's why they became friends in the end, because they realized they was being bumped off by a sick power structure that was, you know, that was so bored with their life and that was so miserable with their life that they wanted to play games with others. And that's what they doing today. But I'm not trying to get off point. But the reason why Billy Ray Valentine and I forgot Dan Aykroyd's character name, golly, what was that? I forgot what his name, but that's why they wound up having appreciation for each other, because they listened to each other's life story. They were just like, well, damn, you know, we just came from 2 different sides of the country. We came from 2 different Americas. And they just said, you know what? They listened to each other's story. They listened to each other's experience. And they just came out their own comfort zone. They said, okay, let's come together. Let's get these dudes back. You know, let's get Duke and Duke. And they broke them. See, that's what we need to do. See, they playing the game with us through politics. They playing the game with us through racial divide. They playing games with us through class divide. See, we need to play a game with them and get back at them and manipulate the market, manipulate their market. We need to find a Beaks, because I'm pretty sure they got a Beaks that's playing, that they using to play a game with us. We need to get them we need to kidnap a Beaks and put him in the gorilla suit and find out their secrets, and let's break them. Let's shake them and break them. Again, this is the Olosopher giving you the Olosophy. Talking from the third eye. Cyclops, you know what it is.